having women learn to read the Torah and having violence become their tradition. And then at the service, it was all music. As a matter of fact, the biggest shock I had the first time I was here was to realize that all the people, or a lot of the people who come and are at, who play at our Celtic service was also in the rabbi's band. So that was, so that was the first kind of shocker. So the musicians got the rabbi real early on. And then he threw candy. It was all music and then they were throwing candy and I thought, well, this is something different. I've never been to a service like this before. But eventually I wound up in a historical class and there are a couple of others who go with me, my colleagues there. And so we're kind of doing this class as if we were studying the Torah. So this is kind of an opportunity to see how we study the Torah. So I'm the reader today. That's my job. And already he's told me he's kind of changed what we're going to start reading. Right, because it's changing all the time. But anyway, we're going to stay with the same characters throughout this 3 sessions. But I really am very grateful for the rabbi being here. He'll be leaving Augusta in about 8 or 9 months. So I really wanted to have him be available to us to look at things related to women in the Bible and kind of restructure those for our thinking. So he's become a mentor, a friend. And when my friend called me crying because he was leaving, that didn't affect me too much. But when he told the people in the Torah group that he was leaving, all of a sudden I said, "Oh, Mom, my rabbi's leaving." So I've never had a rabbi before. But anyway, this is him. This is him. So anyway, all right, I've done my spiel. So welcome. This is, of course, the Rabbi Congregation Children of Israel, and he's been there now 8 years. So.
Good morning, happy Sunday.
Good morning.
Most of the people are women, more than men. And the question why? And the Bible, I don't want to offend nobody, but this is my perspective. You can argue with me, and you can disagree with me, but I think if I will see you for the next 2 sessions, more young women and more young men, as I spoke, they came in, without any. I think because what is the Bible? The Bible is something that it's effect. The story is a story. If God wrote it, you want to believe that God gave it. Have fun with this. If you want to say that scholar wrote it, have fun with this. I don't care who wrote it. But what is the story? And the story, they have so many things that we are as Christian, Jews, Muslim, whatever, running away, and we don't want to deal with it. We deal with the story as a story. But the story is not about them, the story is about us. And it's very nice to come to any workshop, to read it. Oh, it's very nice. It's there. No. It's not there. It's here. It's reflect on ourselves. And the very first question that I'm asking about the Bible, where are the women? Where are they? They are, but we don't hear them. Or we don't want to hear them. We, not you, you want. I don't want to hear them. Okay, let's say that. If you will feel more comfortable. Who cares what she said or not what she said? What is her feelings, emotions, narrative? It exists in the Bible. You have to touch it and to bring it upstairs. And it starts with other mothers and fathers. Now you can say to me, well, God didn't know. Now I want to say to you one thing. Leave God outside. Leave him outside. outside, he's not the issue. He's not the one that he will affect now in the story. Because I have to him a lot of questions, and he does not want to answer. By the way, I gave a sermon before 2 weeks in Day of Atonement. It's Yom Kippur, and my sermon was about, I called him. He said to me in the operator, wait with the line is big. And then at the end, we spoke after a long time. I was waiting and waiting. He said, what do you want from me? And then I was speaking with him. He said, I didn't say so. It's your rabbis. They gave it, all the scholars. They gave it the interpretation. What do you want from me? It's not me. It's you. So I want to go to start with a man that had, how many wives have Abraham? From your knowledge? 4. 4. 4. What is the relationship there? And I want to start with a story. Abraham and Sarah got married and were moving from the land of Israel, from the promised land, to Egypt. In chapter 12, in the Bible, in the Old Testament, let's start in verse 10.
There was a famine in the land, and because the famine in the land was severe, Abram went down to stay. When he had almost reached Egypt, he said to his wife Sarah, look now, I know what a beautiful woman you are. So when the Egyptians see you and say, this is his wife, they may kill me, but you they shall keep alive. Excuse me. Please say then that you are my sister, so that on your account it may go well for me, and that my life may be spared because of you. And indeed, when Abram arrived in Egypt, the Egyptians saw how exceptionally beautiful the woman was, when Pharaoh's ministers saw her. They lauded her to Pharaoh, and the woman was taken to Pharaoh's palace. Through her it did not go well for Abram. It did go well for Abram. As he acquired sheep, cattle, and asses, male and female slaves, she-asses, and camels. Adonai then struck Pharaoh and his household with severe afflictions because of Sarah, Abram's wife. Pharaoh now summoned Abram and said, what have you done to me? Why did you not tell me that she was your wife? Why did you not say that she was your sister, so that I took her as a wife for myself? Look now, it turns out that she is your wife. Take her and be gone.
That's it. Yes, what do you have to say? To lie?
Abraham makes use of Sarah. He makes use of her. He wants to protect his own life. He is willing to sacrifice her. He takes advantage of her beauty. He knows that she's sexually desirable and that they will try to kill her, try to kill him in order to take her. So he says that. He tries to protect himself, but at the same time, he's basically trading on her. He's trading her in for his own safety.
Where is she?
Where is she? Does she get any say in this?
I'm asking. I'm asking now. The story, he told her to lie. Now you have in English not to say the truth. Say it on the table, it's to lie. It's to lie. And now, in Jewish tradition and in Christianity tradition, the Midrash is outside books of the Bible, of the Old Testament. We are saying that the Ten Commandments, God knew it from the beginning. So God, if you knew it from the beginning and you said in your 10 commandments, in the second commandment, not to lie in my name, what is going on here? Lying. So somebody, if it will be children, said, shy, it's okay. It's a white lie. It's a white lie, it's not a black lie. Now take it to our life. I will touch only things that I want. And if I don't want, I will not touch it. You saw that he's lying. To protect him, protect them, protect whatever. Where is she? Ask yourself, where are you today with lie in your families? Don't answer me. It's not a Catholic church, it's not confession. If you want confession, you can go to it. But you don't need to wait. I'm saying, we are lying also today. Don't answer me. Each of you do reflection to yourself. What you're asking to lie and what is a white lie and what is a black lie in our life today? To lie to the authority about taxes, it's legitimate or not legitimate? If your wife is cheating on you, it's okay or not okay? Or you cheat on her, it's okay or not okay? If she knows it, if she doesn't. Now hearing the story, she's part of she's playing also the game. Now, what she wants to get from this? Maybe more.
Pharaoh seems like a serious upgrade over.
What she wants to get, look, she came to Pharaoh. Now, I like to be a Broadway show. They came to Egypt. On the way, say that you are my sister. Abraham, you don't want to protect also your sister? Abraham, what is going on with yourself? Okay, she's not your wife, I understand. But your sister, it's from your mother and your father, the same one. So, take her. Now, for what the Egyptians want her? Put it on the table. For sex. The Bible is full of sex. We think now the Bible is holy. By the way, sex is also holy. This is another session. And then I will see all in church. I'm trying to find between the lines what is going on there between them. And I don't hear her voice. What are feelings? She's afraid. She said, okay, I'm going now. She's in the palace by herself. Abraham is dealing with his business. He's coming to make. And why the woman, all the time we sacrifice the woman on those, protect, who is protecting more? Abraham protect Sarah, or Sarah protect Abraham? Why she's all the time in the front? Abraham, you are, I want to see you. We don't know. What I want to, that you will take from this small, do reflection to yourself about lying inside the family today. All of you will tell me we are not lying. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. There is things that I'm not asking answers. But when we lie, why are we lying? And what we want to protect ourselves from what? Abraham tried to protect himself, that the Egyptian will not. Let's say he will say, this is my wife. So what could happen? They will kill him. I will ask God, where are you now as a producer? Come back to the arena, do something. But why to put the woman all the time in front? This is one episode. I want to go. when the three angels came, what is her job all the time? It's in verse 6.
She's taking bread.
She's running to the, suddenly she had a, in a minute.
Abraham then hurried toward the tent to Sarah and said, "Hurry, knead 3 measures of wheat flour and bake some bread cakes." Abraham then ran to the herd and took a young calf, tender and sound, and gave it to the servant lad, who quickly prepared it. He took sour milk and sweet milk and the calf he had prepared and set it all before them. And as he stood over them under the tree, they ate. They then said to him, "Where is your wife Sarah?" "There in the tent," he replied.
That's it. Why are we hitting the woman? Now you can say it's Middle East relation, but I think the Bible is hiding the woman all the time. It does not want to deal with it. Although, in my perspective, the divine, it can be he, she, or they, whatever. But all the time, the women, they are like the driver of Miss Daisy. She's not in the front. Abraham cannot go on without her. He cannot become father of nations without Sarah. Also Hagar, she came from Sarah. In a minute we'll come to this story. And this is the main story. And why Sarah is there all the time? Obey to him without fighting with him. Not fighting, bring her opinion.
She certainly gave her opinion when she laughed.
Yes, it was nice to have. It's like the British, in the British behavior, that the woman, they love the doing thing and they love, there is nothing, she's not there. I'm asking again, I'm taking the story to our life today. Where are women today? They are in the kitchen or they're outside of the kitchen. The kitchen as a place that we're looking towards women to be in the kitchen. Say to the men, go to the kitchen. I want to see what will happen. Why we want to see the woman? If Abraham, it's your guest, go to bed. Do it by yourself.
He invited them. He did. Abraham.
No, he invited them. He's very nice to people. Abraham, you want to do everything? Go to the kitchen.
But if Sarah wanted to speak up, what would be the consequence of doing that? She knew her role, and that if there was no recourse, if she did speak up, she would be probably thrown out.
I was saying to you about change the name Sarah, take a name of woman today, and give me an answer.
In some households, same thing.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying it from the perspective that I'm saying that the Creator created us equal. I want to remind all of you there is two stories in the Old Testament about creation. One, creation in the 6th day, and he created a human being. You will say to me, human being, it's a man. Who said so? You. And another story in heaven. And he put Adam to sleep. And he was the first anesthesia. Now explain me why the Bible needs two stories. Because there was a group, they agree with this, and then another group, they didn't agree with this, and they said, let's put it inside. And give now to 4,000 years to people to argue what is better for them. And Sarah, exactly, it's very nice to say Sarah, but I want to speak about women today. And now we're coming to the other story. Where is the story about?
16:1.
Yeah, 1 minute, 16.
who had not borne him a child, had an Egyptian slave named Hagar. So Sarah said to Abram, seeing as Adonai has kept me from bearing a child, have intercourse with my slave. Maybe I will have a son through her. Abram heeded Sarah.
So, 1 minute.
Okay.
She came with the offer. She, not he. She came with the offer to him. Remember, she, not Almighty, not Abraham, not somebody in the street. She decide, enjoy. I'm right. Or there is another interpretation.
Well, she was a problem solver, they had this problem, so she was taking care of it, and any of y'all women recognize that.
She came to him and she said, take it. In a minute I will go to do how I translate it to our life today. We like to have it there, we don't like it to bring it to our life. Because when we bring it to our life, it's too much danger. Go on.
10 years after Abram had settled in the land of Canaan, Abram's wife Sarah took her slave Hagar to the Egyptian and gave her to her husband Abram as a wife.
As a wife. Not only to have sex with her, as official as a wife. The Bible does not want to remember what I remember. He wrote it. But the Bible will not recognize it in several minutes. Because suddenly it's not good. So now you have two wives. Sarah and Hagar, official. Go on.
He came to Hagar and she became pregnant. And when she saw that she had become pregnant, her mistress became her an object of scorn. Sarah then said to Abram, my wrong is on your head. I put my slave in your arms. No sooner did she see that she was pregnant, I became for her an object of scorn. Let Adonai judge between us. So
Very good to call the mediator, why not? After I did not mistake, suddenly I'm calling him. You didn't ask in the beginning. By the way, she didn't ask Abraham, you want it all? Now I'm asking, what is the dialogue between them? Abraham and Sarah. The Bible is not interested in the dialogue between them. What they have to say to each other. But I'm interested to see what is going under it. What he can say to her, and what she can say to him. And suddenly she's calling to the divine to see what if he will judge between us. It's very easy to bring the divine after you make a mistake. And to ask, now tell me what to do. Where have you been in the beginning? Go on.
So Abram said to Sarah, look, your slave is in your hands. Do to her as you please. Sarah then so afflicted her that she ran away. And an angel of Adonai found her at a spring of water in the wilderness, at the spring on the road to Shur. The angel said, Hagar, slave of Sarah, whence have you come and where are you going? She answered, I am running away from my mistress Sarah. The angel of Adonai said to her, return to your mistress and submit to her ill fate. The angel of Adonai went on to say to her, I will greatly multiply your descendants. They shall be too numerous to count. And then the angel of Adonai continued, look, you are pregnant and shall bear a son. Call him Ishmael, for Adonai has heard your affliction. He shall be a wild ass of a man. His hand shall be against all, and the hand of all shall be against him.
That's it. Your opinion. How do you feel? Who is wrong in this story? Who you dislike? Not hate, dislike. is the angel. Angel divine, they come like mediator, let's do 1, 2, 3, we will solve the problem. No, it's a very easy solving problem.
Or in the previous dialogue, Pharaoh was the stand-up guy.
Yeah? What is your opinion about this one?
The fact that Sarah
Look, it's the same woman, it's Sarah.
her idea, and then when it manifests, she does not like the result, and it's almost like she's dictating to Abram what to do, and it's cruel, you know. It seems very cruel.
Her relationship with the second wife, with the second woman, with Hagar. By the way, Sarah, has nobody asked you if you want to lie to Pharaoh and to say, sister, you didn't ask Hagar if she wants to sleep with your husband. So, Sarah, let's say you behave in the same way that men treat you, you treat other women.
Abram could have said no.
Sorry?
Abram could have said no. He didn't have to do it.
And-
Sarah suggested.
Wonderful. Ask you people in the room. It's very nice to speak about them. Ask, I will tell you, I will try to be very careful. The Bible brings us a story that a woman came to her husband and said, take my servant and do sex with her. This is what it's written. The Bible, when you give somebody, and Abraham know her, knowing in Hebrew yada, it's to know in a sexuality way. They didn't went to Palermo to drink coffee. By the way, there is no good coffee house in Augusta. Also not even downtown.
Really?
Sorry?
I said, really? Not even like Metro Coffee House? No? Okay. I'll go there, I'm just saying.
Oh. So what I'm saying now, look, Sarah was the victim in one story, and suddenly, there's another victim. And she behaved in the same way as Abraham behaved to her, she behaved to others. And now, Hagar, that she's a second wife, officially second wife, she's running away. She said, I don't deal with this. You can say the word. I'm not dealing with this. I'm running. And then the mediator is arriving. No, come back. I need you for the story. You cannot run away. I need you there.
Did Hagar bring the baby with her or leave the child?
She didn't have got it. The minute will come. This is the next step. Now, I'm thinking what is going inside the house. Abraham, Hagar, and Sarah. How the tent look like? What is going on there? The Bible does not want to know. Go on.
I was going to say, well, we just took a leak to the coffee shop for a few seconds. So it probably is something that's in this room too. Tension, conflict.
It's a very difficult conflict.
Yeah.
Well, Hagar, it's interesting because Hagar stops behaving as a slave might behave.
She has a role.
She has a role, Hagar has a role too. Sarah has forced her to do something, because it doesn't say that Sarah said, Hagar, how bad, I'm going to give you to my husband.
We don't hear the dialogue between Sarah and Hagar. We don't hear the dialogue between Abraham and Hagar. But we see that Hagar is running away.
Right.
She behaves still like a slave. And she said, by running away, I don't want to deal with this. How many women are running away from their husband today?
What kind of voice could she have? I mean, if she had wanted to deal with it.
What choice women have today to run away from their husband? Again, we're going to the judge in Augusta. What can you say to a woman if she's running away from her husband? And the husband will come and will say, where is my wife? Look what you did to her, and she's running away. Why a woman will run away today in the 21st century from her husband?
Because they're afraid.
Abused, afraid.
They're afraid because they've been abused. They're trying to escape from abuse. They're afraid that.
What Hagar did, the Bible don't use the word. run after her, why you didn't run after her. She was good to have fun with her at night or day, whatever they did it. Why didn't you run after her?
I want to point out something here. Sarah makes a claim about Hagar's behavior. She says that Hagar has treated her with contempt, and Hagar then says she's pregnant. And Sarah's childless, which is a shame to her as a woman. And so Hagar is now, it's like the tables are turned. Sarah has done something wrong, and in the sense of giving Hagar against her will to we don't know. They're them, but let's assume she's a slave. She does sort of this herself. She doesn't have a choice. So Hagar, however, has in a sense more honor because now she's pregnant. She's got something that Sarah doesn't have, and she's gotten it from Sarah's husband. Yeah. Abram has never made Sarah pregnant, so now she's got that. Sarah complains about that, and so she asks Abram's permission to, in fact, abuse her slave because she's mad at her. And she's not just mad because Hagar's treated her with contempt, she's mad probably because Hagar is pregnant, and she's not. So,
But the divine is inside. With whom the divine is going?
Hagar.
The divine is going with Hagar. He will find later a solution for Sarah. As the system today will find a solution for the first wife. But I'm asking you a question not about the story. A woman today is running away from her husband, where we are. Or the husband will go to bring his wife back. Or somebody will say, oh, she's running away because she didn't trust the authority. And if my husband abusing me at home, any sort of abuse, why I have to run away? When somebody is running away, what he's saying to us?
There are options.
I don't have other options, only to run away. When Hagar is running away from the tent, she said to the Lord, I don't trust nobody, by the way, also not the divine. To run after her when she's running away, it's easy. The divine, where have you been before? You took a nap. I'm asking not because I'm struggling with this, because we're looking that the world will be wonderful, but it's not. Women are running away from houses today. And by running away, you are saying to run away, it's a voice. It's a voice. A very loud voice. I don't want to be here because I don't trust you and I don't trust the authority because I know the authority will go with you and nobody will listen to you. And why women are running away and not men running away?
And there are churches that are saying that. They are telling you that this is what God wants for you. You
Send their minister to me. Send their minister to me. No, not your minister. No. I'm saying it because some of the churches are not teaching the Old Testimony. They're not touching in one thing in the Old Testimony. And this is more, in my opinion, the most important thing. Relationship. Relationship with the divine. Sometimes he's taking a long nap. You cannot deal with the Bible if you cannot be a minister in my perspective. If you don't know the Old Testimony, and you know only the New Testimony, you will miss a lot. You miss the basic of faith. And the Bible the Old Testimony give a lot of things about relationships. And if somebody thinks that the world is Walt Disney, far away from Walt Disney. Far, far away from Walt Disney. So she's running away. And then the angel is coming. By the way, from this story, I'm asking a lot of questions. She's running away. God, your favorite Abraham, check what he's doing. I don't want to deal with this now. And by the way, he muted me immediately when I'm asking him questions like this. I want to go to the other story. Now, it's a crash now. Sarah does not speak with her. Think about Hagar, she's coming back now. And she's going to tell Abraham, the angel told me to come. Oh! And then she's now, she's carrying with her a blessing that the angel gave. And she knows, now, you will see, he blessed her. Read her blessing again, because in a minute she's going to forget what he told her. Because there is another story, when she's running with a boy. No, then he threw her with a boy. And she forgot. This is her problem. She forgot what he told her. Her ability to believe in the divine is very low. She does not have a long memory. But I cannot blame her because she's totally stressful from this family, what is going on. And we don't hear what is going on in the tent all the time. Read again what he blessed her. It's in verse. Yeah.
The angel of Adonai went on to say to her, I will greatly multiply your descendants, they shall be too numerous to count. And then the angel of Adonai continued, look, you are pregnant and shall bear a son. Call him Ishmael, for Adonai has heard your affliction. He shall be a wild ass of a man, his hand shall be against all, and the land of all shall be against him. He shall dwell in permanent opposition to all his kin.
So he blessed her in such a way, you have to remember what he told you. Now she's coming back to the tent. I want to think about Sarah in the morning that she saw that she's running away. She said, thanks God, she's not here anymore. Abraham said, I'm back. Why she came back? What happened? I thought that you left. I want to hear the dialogue between Sarah and Hagar in the coming back. I want to hear the dialogue between Hagar and Abraham, and I want to hear the dialogue between Abraham and Sarah. What are you going to do with her now? What do you want from me? Abraham is immediately like, leave me alone. This is the thing that I'm getting from the story. Leave me. I don't know what to do. I know that you don't know what to do, but she ran away, you didn't do also nothing. I want to go to the next story. We spoke about this. 16:9. Before 21 go with me again to lie. It's very popular. Go to chapter 20, verse 1.
Abraham then journeyed from there toward the Negev and dwelt between Kadesh and Shur, settling in Gerar. Abraham said of his wife Sarah, she is my sister, and Amalek, king of Gerar, sent men to see Sarah. God now came to Abimelech in a dream of the night, saying to him, look, you are a dead man because of the woman you have taken.
That's enough. Again, he's lying. It's walk once, it will walk second. Again, the meteor is jumping again to the arena. Something is wrong in this family. Something is ill in this family. something is not right. And we are saying the Bible is, our fathers and mothers are not perfect. By the way, nobody is perfect. Nobody. And what the Bible is bringing us is stories that we learn about ourselves today. And the question all the time that I'm asking myself, how much we are staying in the story and how much we take the story to our life. We don't want to bring the story to our life. In our life there is a lot of lying. We are not telling the truth. We are hiding behind a lot of things that we don't want to deal with them. When a woman, she's running from her home, and the child came home and his friend asked, where is your mom? No, she went to see my grandma. Okay. After a week, where is your mom? She's still with my grandma. And the wife is not at home 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Examples only to run it away. It's very nice to speak about Sarah and Hagar. I prefer to speak about ourselves, our behaviors. If there is a big difference in our behaviors towards women. And we can say, why not speak about men? There's also women that are abusing men. Yes, they are. But most of the time it's men abusing women. And this is what's important in my life. As a rabbi, as a human being. Not as a rabbi, as a human being. Rabbi is not there for this. The next story is the big fight. Yes.
Now Sarah saw the son that Hagar the Egyptian had born to Abraham. Like, she said to Abraham, throw this slave girl and her son out. The son of this slave girl is not going to share in the inheritance with my son Isaac. This grieved Abraham greatly on account of his son. But God said to Abraham, do not be grieved over the boy or your slave. Do whatever Sarah tells you, for it is through Isaac that offspring shall be called yours. Yet I will also make a nation out of the children of the slave son, for he too is your offspring.
Wait a minute here. This is the second time. She said now she's speaking to Abraham, threw her away. In the first story, it was she was fighting with Hagar. Now she cannot fight with Hagar because she had a boy. Now she is coming to Abraham, and the man threw them away from here. And the reason, because I don't want him to get everything after you pass. This is not the reason. The reason is hate. Hate. No, there is nothing, only hate. And now I'm calling to the divine, I'm asking him, what solution you brought? Which sort of solution you brought? Show me a father that will throw his son away and you will sit quiet. The solution that the divine create, the mediator, is something that, what is going on with you? He's his son. He said, no, listen to her, but. Why is the but? Or why is the first solution? Second, I hear now Sarah to Abraham. I don't hear the voice between Sarah and Hagar, the fight between them. And there is a fight. There is a big fight. By the way, the children like each other. Ishmael is ADHD, that's it. That's it. He's telling him all now. There is a lot of commentary in Jewish commentary why this coming, but then the commentary is giving us the commentary from outside books. It's to give a reason to this behavior, but I don't agree with them because they want to show that our belief this is the way. If we go to the Muslims, we will see the story in a different perspective. that Hagar said to him, through him, never mind, it's a story. But between all the stories, I want to see where is the relationship. And there is a relationship between Sarah and Hagar. There is a relationship between Sarah, Abraham, and Hagar. And there is a relationship, Abraham with himself, reflection to himself. We see suddenly that he does not feel comfortable because he needs that his psychology will push him a little bit. And God came as a psychologist, as a therapist, say to him, Abraham, it's okay, I will find a solution for the other son. No, you cannot do it in this way. Now I want to open a dialogue with the divine. Tell me why this way. Why the son and the wife have to go in the desert because of her willingness? I will tell you why. You know why? Because it didn't take care about in the first story. And this is the second behavior. It became a behavior that you copy the behavior. And nobody puts enough is enough. Now you can blame the divine. You can blame Abraham. I like to blame Abraham. But sometimes I'm getting, I don't want to blame him too much. I want to blame the one in heaven. You're going to give a blessing to Ishmael. Look what a blessing he's going to give. But I want to go to the relationship between the two women. What they can find between themselves. What is the issue? Money? Will? Power? Control? Oh, a lot. A lot of jealousy. I want you only to think about those things, because the story is an uncomfortable story. And the divine came as a mediator with a solution that he gave permission to throw a child from home, period.
And let's let our fear that the child is dying, she goes off.
This is her problem, because she's afraid for herself, although she forgot what the angel told her before 2 minutes. Now it's a way of how much you believe. First of all in yourself. Now in a minute, when you see the story, go to the story again.
Okay.
It's a good point. As a mother, what she's doing.
Early next morning, Abraham got up and took bread and water skin and handed them to Hagar.
I'm asking myself how you could sleep all night. How you can sleep if you know that you got to throw your child away from your home because of the craziness of the other woman, and you loved him? How you can sleep? Now we know that he struggled, and God came to give him some medicine to calm him during the night, to give him to sleep, something like this. But I can see Abraham inside himself he does not know what to do. Go on.
Placing them and the boy on her shoulder, then he cast her out, trudging away. She wandered aimlessly in the wilderness of Beersheba. When the water in the skin was all gone, she cast the child away under a bush.
See, she cannot deal with this. I have a dialogue with her. Why this behave? Why don't protect the child until the last minute? I don't want to be a therapist now, but there is a issue there. I can go and to find why she behaved like this and Sarah behaved towards her. She's struggling all over. Go on.
She walked away and sat down on the other side of a move of about a bow shot, thinking, I may not see the child's death. Let me not see the child's death. There is on the other side. She sat and wept in a loud voice. God heard the boy's cry, and from heaven an angel of God called to Hagar and said, What is troubling you, Hagar? Have no fear, for God has heard the cry of the land where he is. Get up, lift the boy, and hold him with your hand, for I am going to make him a great nation. God then opened her eyes, and she saw well. She went to the skin with water and gave the boy to drink.
What I want to say, at the end, the divine found a solution also for him. Never mind if it will be in Judaism or in Islam, the same story with other, the same story but with another thing. There is a lot of issues between them. Now you can tell yourself to who you want, who is your idol, who is your figure that you feel comfortable with, Sarah, Hagar, or Abraham. Abraham is the first father. Sometimes I feel more close to Hagar, sometimes I feel more close to Sarah, but none of them is perfect. Abraham cannot exist without those two women. Abraham does not. Without those women, there is no Isaac and there is no Ishmael. Woman, woman, woman. Without them, the world would not exist. Have a good morning.